Well, our first guest is joining us direct from Tampa, Florida. Scott Gallagher is the CEO of the Directory.com Incorporated. Their stock symbol's SEEK. Scott, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Don.
We're glad to have you here, Scott. The Directory.com describes itself as a company whose goal is to provide an accurate and usable source for people to find and research businesses in their local communities. Can you give us a general overview of the company, please?
Sure. So essentially what we are is we run a local search network. That network's comprised of about 2,000 directories, city guides, and websites. That network generates between 6 and 7 million unique users a month, just under 100 million a year. And within that network, we have a city guide network that has about 1,500 domain names that are Hello branded. So essentially, we have a domain with the Hello moniker, like HelloTampa.com, HelloChicago.com, HelloLosAngeles.com, pretty much a Hello branded domain for any major market in North America, as well as many international destinations like HelloParis.com is one of ours too. So that's essentially what we run that network, vertical directories, city guides, and different websites.
Well, Scott, the company has partnered with some of the internet's leading companies. Tell us about that.
Well, we operate the business under a build, buyer, partner business model. So kind of our theory when we started the business as a smaller company was that we're not going to go out and raise a ton of money to build specific products that are technology-based that are going to have a short life cycle. So we looked at the partner opportunity of our business model to go out and partner with best-of-breed type companies that we can then fold those technologies into our platform that we offer local businesses. What we believe is a good point of doing that is that as technology changes and different technologies come and go, we have the ability to move away from some of those technologies and then roll new technologies into our platform and our offering to local businesses. So for us, the partnering model is very critical. That we partner with quality companies. We've done that on the mobile side. We're partnered with Due to Mobile, call tracking, various parts of our business services platform involve partnerships. But again, we think one of the most valuable pieces to our business is that we can move and we're not tied down to any specific technology that may change that we have millions of dollars invested in.
Well, what would you say is the greatest benefit your company provides to your users and, of course, also to local businesses?
I would say it's kind of twofold. We have on the one side, we have the front-end users, people that go to our sites, the 6 or 7 million uniques a month. For those people, we want to deliver quality, accurate data. The internet's polluted with inaccurate data. Roughly 70% of all data that you find on local businesses has something wrong with it, whether it's a phone number, an address, a website, something. So we're building a centralized database this year that will allow us to control the data. That database will essentially list every business in North America, predominantly the United States, but we're also going into Canada. So on the front end, our business value that we give is that when you go to one of our sites, you're going to get verified, accurate data, and the landing pages aren't going to be like a Las Vegas looking landing page with things flashing and ads all over the place. So we're trying to distribute that data and match that data with a client's search query. On the other side, on the business side, we provide the businesses with the opportunity to list their businesses. So if you're a podiatrist, you can go to podiatrist.net. A dentist would be dentistappointments.com, but then you have the ability to then locally geo-target your audience. So if you're in Tampa, obviously you can go to HelloTampa.com. So what we do is we manage that listing for the businesses, make sure it's consistent through our network, which helps them in the kind of Google ecosystem or search ecosystem, and how the search engines really kind of go through and try to cherry pick different data points to present data in their search results. So that's really on the back end, it's managing how a customer looks in the search ecosystem, and on the front end, it's delivering quality data to local search users.
Well, Scott, you mentioned earlier the company owns literally thousands of internet domains. How does the company create revenue from them?
We actually own over 2,000. A couple different ways. Our portfolio is comprised of about 25% of the portfolio is vertical directories like podiatrist.net, chiropractor.net, and the ones I mentioned. And then 75% of it is the Hello network. So our primary revenue stream is signing up local businesses under a subscription model. listing them in our directories, and then helping them, whether it's through a website or different promotion activities. So we derive our revenue from subscriptions. On the partnering on the front end, delivering content through the networks, we partner with companies like Glassdoor and Intellius to give them access to our 6 or 7 million uniques a month. So that's how we kind of monetize the city guides. Although going into this year, one of the big opportunities for us is going to be really we're launching a travel network that is going to leverage some of those, HelloParis.com, HelloCuba.com is one that's very hot right now. Some of those properties, and so they'll be monetized differently as we roll that network out. We're looking about mid-year to roll that out.
Well, I want to congratulate you, as 2014 was a good year for your company. You posted your 6th consecutive year of revenue growth. Can you reflect a little bit on last year and to look forward to what we might expect this year?
Sure. Well, we exist in the very strange and ever-evolving sub-penny market of the exchanges, and in our part of the world, you can grow your company. We've grown our company from about $500,000 in sales in 2013 to just under $2 million last year. We're targeting $3 to $4 million this year. Our market cap is less than half of one-time trailing sales. So we're not a marijuana company with $70 million market cap and 50 grand a year in sales. But we've achieved a lot, and we have a track record of the last couple of years. It's been our 6th, 2014 was our 6th consecutive year of growing revenue. We're very confident this year will be number 7. We're targeting $3 to $4 million. There's a little bit of a span there because we're not 100% sure what to really project out for the travel network until it's completed. We only really launched the City Guide network in November at the AdTech conference in New York. So that's still in the early stages of monetization as well. So we did just under $2 million last year. A lot of opportunities going forward for this year, and we're expecting, again, our 7th consecutive year of top-line growth.
Once again, the company is thedirectory.com Incorporated. SEEK is their stock symbol. Scott, why is this a good time right now for people to take a closer look at thedirectory.com?
Well, I mean, a couple of the opportunities that I've just mentioned, anybody really looking at any investment, timing is critical. So from the growth side, there's obviously the travel network, the City Guide network's recent launch just a few months ago. We have a lot of upside opportunity there. We only became a fully reporting company last year, so we're going through our 4th audit now in the last 18 months. So we increase our transparency. We're a fully reporting company. But I really think from my perspective, and obviously I'm totally biased, but from my perspective, the opportunity this year is we believe that we'll be able to reduce or eliminate our convertible debt by sometime in the second half of this year. And I think with a company like ours, with a story like ours, with the results that we're generating, fully reporting, I believe there's going to be a lot of opportunity in our public company once we get a very good handle and can eliminate the majority of that debt. So timing is important. Again, we're fully reporting. We have a track record to base it on. But from my perspective, I think it's a very good time to take a look at us.
Again, their stock symbol's SEEK. We've been talking with Scott Gallagher. He is the CEO of thedirectory.com. Scott, always a pleasure having you on the program. We're looking forward to more updates from you over the next several weeks. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Don.